Hey guys, this is PIC, Partners in Crime, and we are doing our special episode today, A3. Hi Tanya, how are you?
It's 0AC.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. We're doing it by numbers.
0AC.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, because the first one was A1.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, A1 for like A1 sauce.
Okay, I remember that. Go ahead.
So far, this is my favorite podcast intro I've ever heard in my life.
We're always arguing.
Anyway, so we have our special guest today, and our guest is Mike Carano. Right? Did I pronounce your name wrong again?
Perfectly.
No, I pronounced it wrong.
No, that's it exactly.
No, Tanya's laughing at me.
Let's go with that.
How do you pronounce your last name?
I don't pronounce it. I don't
Tanya?
ever say it.
How do you pronounce it?
Carano.
Carano. What did I say?
Coronavirus.
Corona. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
I can't pronounce your last name anymore, Sarah.
If I knew how to hang up and leave the podcast, I would do it, but I don't. So I'm gonna stay. So offended.
Well, my last name is Gallegos, so I'm sure you can't pronounce that. So I think we're even.
Do you?
Yeah.
We're even?
We're even.
I like when people make a statement that just, as we're even.
Yep.
We're even.
Good to go.
Okay, we're even.
I washed my hair for you guys today.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you could smell it because...
Did you, was it hard to rinse your back? I'm sorry, I won't insult you like that.
I don't get it. But that's
I don't either.
okay.
I thought it'd be funny, like meaning she watched the hair on her back, and it wasn't funny. So we can go back and edit that out, right? We can edit that out, right?
Sure.
Sure. Just
I
like
just
the
thought it
last
would be
name
funny
is
to
too,
insult
right?
Tanya.
I only wash my hair
That's
like
always funny.
once a week. So
Yeah.
this is
Me
a
too.
big day. Sarah thinks I'm disgusting.
But I haven't showered today either, so.
All right, Sarah.
Well, Mike, I'm sorry I pronounced your name wrong. I feel bad about it. Please forgive
Well, at least
me.
we're even.
I don't even know
At least we're
you.
even.
That's good.
People pronounce
All
my
right.
last name wrong, and I just go with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I was telling these guys a little bit earlier today, I'm a little bit nervous, and now I'm just even more nervous because I just, just messed up with Mike's last name. So I just made a fool out of myself. But
I'm used to
yeah, I just never really talked to a celebrity before, so I'm just kind of like.
Well, that record still stands because I'm not a celebrity.
it. She counts the weatherman as a celebrity.
The meteorologist I spoke with is a celebrity in my terms. So you're a celebrity in my terms as well.
Was the meteorologist on this show?
No,
Oh, man, because I want to listen to that.
no.
You guys should have him on.
I don't think he'll be part of it.
Why
He'll
not?
probably decline.
Why?
I don't know. We never asked him.
Oh,
Why would a meteorologist would not decline? What else have they got going on?
I don't know.
Jesus
what-
Christ.
that's
I
what
can't
Sarah
do your
wanted to be.
podcast. I'm monitoring the Doppler radar system 24/7.
That's what Sarah wanted to be as a kid. Is that and a nun?
That's not a bad job, actually. But is
A nun or a meteorologist?
the meteorologist, I assume, in Wisconsin is the exact same job as it is in California, which is pretty much nothing to report but the same old thing. Breaking news, snowing today. And then out here, breaking news, it's sunny.
Honey,
Yeah. Yeah. For the most part, can't get it wrong. Well, they could.
they
But-
do
Yeah.
many times.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do you want to go with this, Sarah?
So, okay. Well, Mike, a couple questions for you.
Oh boy.
So, for all of us who don't really know anything about you, so you used to be on the Love Line and the.
I just want to point out that I love that you are talking and then Tanya just goes, oh boy. You guys, I know you're young women, but you guys act like you're 90-year-old roommates.
I've
Is
never
that a
heard that one
Wisconsin thing?
before.
Is that a Wisconsin thing?
You should hear us talk about our aches and pains.
Do it. Let's do it. Bring it on. I'm sorry. Go ahead and ask.
Oh, I'm sure it probably will come up in the conversation sometime.
Are you talking about heartaches?
No.
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 Okay.
Back in the day, when we used to go
Yeah.
out and drink together.
Yeah, and when I wasn't married.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that was kind of a damper.
Why'd you get married and ruin it?
I don't know.
After she got married, she got drunk and she announced she was gay
Yeah. What did I do that for?
by
It was
accident.
by accident.
I
Yeah.
meant to say I'm married, but it came out I'm gay.
And I'm not gay. I don't
And
know
I'm-
why I said that.
I'm like, you
Never
can be
was
gay
gay.
and married,
You were
whatever.
there. You were at that moment.
I was there at that time. Yeah. But anyway, so you were, you do podcasts and you do comedy and you're a photographer. And what kind of got you interested in all these different things? What made you start out with all these different things?
Everything that I've ever done in my life was kind of a fluke. I mean, I worked at the Improv for 30 years, and it was just because I was fascinated with that place, and I had no direction, and I just got a job as a doorman there.
Oh.
And everything kind of led to another thing. It was kind of, the only reason I ended up doing podcasts was because I ran into my friend Anderson at a New Year's Eve party, and then he introduced me to Dr. Drew, and then that led to us doing a podcast together. I mean, it's all a weird, intertwined, lucky. I don't know. I mean, I had no. If I had the plans that I had when I was a kid and they came to fruition, I would have been a professional skateboarder.
Really? Oh, wow.
I'm kind of dumb. That's all I wanted to do when I was a kid was be a skateboarder, and then I wanted a guitar, and then I wanted a car, and that was it. I was pretty limited in my focus. I wanted a guitar, I wanted transportation, and nothing else seemed that important.
That's
It's
cool.
a boy thing.
I think so too. And especially in Wisconsin, a lot of people want to be like, skateboarders and stuff like that. That's like the in thing here.
Yeah.
I know my brother wanted to be one back in the day.
I mean, for me, I'm talking 30 something years ago. It's not recently, but when I was a kid, it was just like skateboard, nothing else. And I'm envious of people that have focus and know what they want to do with their lives and they see it through. Because
I hear you.
I still am not clear on what I'm doing. I'm just trying to be in the moment and enjoy whatever it is. And I do. I like doing podcasts, and I like taking photos, and I like making videos and stuff like that.
I think it's
I have
cool.
too
That's
many
cool.
interests. It's a problem.
You don't have many interests?
I have too many.
I
I'm not like totally focused on one thing.
wonder. I don't know. I don't have any answers for anything, by the way, FYI. But I've been thinking about motivation lately, how I just took off like 9 months of coronavirus thinking, oh, I have an excuse not to do anything. But having too many things, I think, is just as bad as not having any.
True.
Just dilutes everything and you can't get anything done. Too many choices. Paradox of choice. Not good.
True.
Not good. But you guys are doing this.
That is very
This is
true.
Great.
Yeah. Something to do in our meantime, in our spare time and stuff. Me, I just been so busy with work. I know.
Where do you work?
I'm an optician. So optician.
Yeah, what is
I
that?
give people glasses. I do the glasses for people.
Oh, I thought that was
Yeah.
optometrist.
No, I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
I just I'm that person that I'm like an assistant to the doctor.
Okay.
So I'm the one that does the tests and stuff like that.
I need new glasses. What do I need to do?
Go to a doctor.
I need to be told what to do along the way. I guess I'll just go back to Costco and get my eyes re-examined.
Probably.
Yeah, you need
Here's
to
the question I really want to ask
eye
you.
exam and
Well, these cheapo these are glasses I bought on the internet with my prescription, and sorry for the profanity.
Oh, we swear all the
Oh
time.
no, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
But I really screwed up because they did not fulfill the order immediately, and they sent me an email and they wanted to know what the distance is that I sit from my computer, and I put like 3 feet, like an idiot, and I'm never 3 feet from I'm more like a foot, So these were never right, and I think my eyes are adjusting to them, which causes a lot of strain. That's not the point either. The point is, I believe since I bought these glasses on the internet and they were not expensive, that they came with plastic lenses because they're scratched and I can't get the scratches out. So is there something I should do to avoid that in the next pair of glasses?
Yeah, get polycarbonate lenses.
Okay.
They are, I mean, they're not scratch resistant. You can still get scratches on it, but it's just going to be harder to get the scratches on the lenses.
Yeah, they're not even really scratches. They look like buff marks, even though, I mean, I'm sure it came from me taking a paper towel and cleaning.
And that doesn't work either. You want to stick with just like a normal kind of like what is that? Like
a dust-free cloth or a
micro.
Yeah, like one of those kind of towels.
Yeah, like a chamois or like I know what they are. They make nice cleaning cloths and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
You want to stick with one of those towels. Don't use one of your like shirt. Don't use your shirt, and don't use like a normal kitchen towel or something to clean it up with, because that will cause scratching on that too. And just go with polycarbonate lenses next time around, and you should be good to go.
So you've been in the eyeglass business for how long?
I've only been in it for about a year.
Okay.
But I've been in pharmacy like basically my whole life. I just needed a change.
Yeah, when you're doing your job, I mean, when you're picking out glasses for yourself, do you go through the same struggle everyone else goes through?
Oh yeah, I don't know what to get. Yeah, it's a complicated process. I mean, you want to make sure you get the right ones. I mean, because you're in these glasses for a year, and you have to look at yourself every single day. And
hey, do they make glasses that are super non-reflective? Because when I'm in Zoom meetings, I don't want people to be able to see what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Like you can see that I can see you guys.
Yes, I can see that.
But I don't want people to see that I can see them.
Sunglasses.
No, they'll still reflect.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I guess I could just run my computer into a giant television that's right behind it and take my glasses off. But then I'd be paranoid someone's going to zoom in on my eyeball.
Oh my gosh.
See what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at anything inappropriate, by the way. I just don't like, I have a lot of secrets.
That's okay.
We all do.
Everyone tell one secret that they're really embarrassed about, and it'll lock us together as brethren. Okay, no, let's not do that.
Okay.
Because you can upload this, right?
Yeah. I have a question. Now, I think it's okay to pee in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
But what about if you're at like your workout club?
Like in public, like pee, like at like a gym, like a gym shower?
Right, like at the YMCA.
Excuse me. I'm not coughing because of that question. I'm coughing because I don't know how to... My throat works improperly. Can anyone tell that you're peeing?
No.
I would say there's probably not much wrong with that.
Because I just pee in the shower there.
It's like peeing in a pool.
Well,
no, that's not good.
That's totally different.
That's not good.
No, I mean, but no, I'm not agreeing to any of those. I don't think you should do either one of those, is what I'm saying.
But what if there's a toilet in the little room with the shower?
Oh, yeah, but I thought you meant if you're peeing in like the shower.
Well, yeah, peeing in the shower, but the drain's right there.
I don't think peeing in the shower is a problem by any stretch.
Sarah, you're weird.
I'm the weird one.
Peeing in a pool is a big problem because that's not going anywhere.
When I was a kid, we had the little kiddie pool, and we didn't have air conditioning, so we'd sit in this little pool, and my mom would be in there, and one day I'm like, oh, I peed in here, and I did. And she's like, oh my God.
You know what I hate is like, how about peeing in a lake? Do you guys find peeing in the lake
the same
in the thing as peeing in a pool?
I don't find peeing in a lake nearly that gross. Excuse me. I'm starting to vomit from this conversation.
I'm
sorry for coughing on the podcast.
Sarah coughs all the time. chain
don't
smoker.
find peeing in a lake gross because a lake is already gross.
Well, yeah,
True.
there's fish peeing
Very
in there.
true.
Well, every fish
True.
in there is going to the bathroom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime they feel like it. There's all kinds of other stuff being churned up.
Mm-hmm.
It's already gross. And I think your pee is probably the cleanest thing going in there.
Well, it's supposed to be sterile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, why are we on this subject?
I don't know. Just,
By the way, all your pee just goes to the ocean.
True. I just had this question,
Hundreds
Sarah.
of millions of gallons of pee are just flowing into the ocean.
Very
Probably
interesting.
every day. I mean, I'm peeing at least 4 times, 5 times a day, sometimes more. And you multiply me
No, that's going into
by how many people there are on the planet?
Wow.
That's a
Pacific
lot of pee.
Ocean.
My
But
pee
we're in,
probably
ahead.
going to the Pacific Ocean. I don't know. Your pee
We're
is
going
probably
to
going
Great
to the Gulf
Lakes.
of Mexico or so. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going in the Great Lakes because we don't live by an ocean.
We need to figure out where all this pee is going.
Exactly. We do. Yeah. Or Lake Winnebago, which is the big lake here too.
Disgusting. That's the lake my dad lives
Yeah.
on. I grew up on that lake. Won't go in it.
You won't go in it or you can't go in it?
Won't go in it.
Why?
It's gross.
Coming from the woman who felt comfortable peeing in a kiddie pool, soaking in her own pee, her little pee crock pot in the backyard of her house.
But there's algae season and it's reeks. It's just green and it smells so bad.
Can you imagine how much more we would... Sometimes I think, what if people didn't have to go to the bathroom?
It would be nice.
It would be unbelievable. Like you could actually look at somebody and go, that is a perfect being.
That's why I don't
right
like
now,
babies.
there's no way to go like that is a perfect being, yet once or twice a day, this really grossness comes squirting out of them. I'm not just talking about pee. I'm talking about everything else.
Exactly. But babies just creep me out because they're so gross.
Yeah. I think most people will agree that there is nothing creepier than a baby.
Yes.
When I see baby, I hear the word creep in my head.
Ugh.
I'm just like, babies are the
nasty.
creepiest. No, they're they're gross. Babies and kittens. I mean,
especially.
Sends a chill up my spine.
My mom asked me on Christmas if I ever thought about surrogacy. And I'm like, yeah, if the kid comes out like 2 or 3, I don't want no baby.
Tanya, honestly, what the fuck are you talking about? Babies are adorable.
They're not adorable.
They're adorable.
They're adorable when they can walk and talk.
They're so adorable that they poop all over you and people don't mind it.
Exactly. But I think it's gross because they're not mine, I guess.
Yeah, that's normally the case with everything.
And they're time consuming.
Sarah, do you have kids?
No, I don't. But I did change a diaper for the first time in like 5 years last weekend.
That's disgusting.
It was. And it took me forever. Little Vince, it's my nephew. And it took me forever to change it because I forgot how to do it. I had to make sure that I was doing it right. And I, made sure he was covered right.
Damn, woman.
Everything.
You're supposed to know how to do that stuff.
Well, it was the first time I forgot how to do it,
I think I changed one diaper, all 6 nieces and nephews.
Proud to say I've never done it.
You never changed a diaper in your life?
I've never changed a diaper. And when my nephew was born, my sister was like, you need to change his diaper because you will be changing it at some point.
No.
And I'm like, no, I will not. No. And I didn't change his diaper. I didn't change my niece's diaper. And then I have another nephew. I've never changed his diaper. Now they're all fine and old enough to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's when they're nice.
Well, I mean, they're way older. My nephew's 16, but I never, ever, ever changed a diaper. I did have them go to the bathroom on me when they were sleeping and they were, 6 months old or 8 months old, but
yeah, I don't know. Kids are gross.
It's funny. It's just it's kind of fascinating that how a different person, it's like when I'm with a stranger and they chew with their mouth open doesn't faze me. But if someone in my family chews with their mouth open, I want to roundhouse kick them over the table.
Mm,
And it's the same thing with the grossness that is being a human being.
yeah.
And it's also funny how hormonally, and I'm not trying to make this about sex, but you will do things that on paper would be repulsive. But it just seems so like, I don't need to give an example, but you know what I'm saying?
Please don't.
Like there's, it's so bizarre how these chemicals in your mind just turn everything to this is a great idea. And then if someone were to go, you should do that to that other person, you'd be like, that's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. And that's disgusting.
True that. Sarah, pen. What are you doing with your pen?
Sorry, put it down.
Control yourself.
What is that? Does she do something that annoys you?
She goes like this.
I fidget.
Oh, is it like this?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
This is what I do.
And
It's
then
okay.
I try to edit it out, and oh my gosh. So Mike wants a cat, Sarah. And I
Okay.
thought he could pick yours or mine.
He's not getting Madison. No.
Come on.
No.
I wonder how many cats in Wisconsin are named Madison.
I didn't name her. It came with her.
Mm.
And she's
Yeah.
18? Or
Yep.
19?
Oh my
18.
gosh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I've been thinking about getting an old cat too.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Since I can't have kids, she's my daughter. So
Yeah.
she's
Do you
my
want to
little
talk
baby.
about that not having kids thing?
Do I want to talk about it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He had a hysterectomy when I was 30.
Yeah.
It all works out good. My husband, he doesn't want kids anyway, so everything works out good. So
If you want me to drive out there, I will capture Tanya and you can keep her in your basement as your kid.
Well, I can.
I know it sounds cruel,
but you can still come out here.
Okay.
Well, I thought I could send him Emma.
Oh,
No,
you don't want Emma.
Emma?
But the 18-year-old cat, how is it in decent health?
Oh yeah, she's in perfect health.
Wow, 18 years is crazy, huh?
Yeah. Oh, what is going on here? Did you just upgrade something, Tanya?
They just asked me if I wanted to add more time.
She's in perfect health and she's doing good and she'll be 19 in June.
Wow.
That is insane for a cat. I am getting a cat. I don't know when. I don't know how it's going to come into my life, but there's an orange cat right out the window to my right that appears on my neighbor's roof now and then, and he's very afraid of people. And I'm thinking about trapping him, having no knowledge of how to trap a cat and probably no skill set to do that. And I don't know what I do first, take it to the vet and make sure it doesn't have fleas and stuff. But that cat, I've been trying to feed it for about a year. And I finally succeeded 2 nights ago. I put a bowl of water and a bowl of cat food, which now my trunk is full of cat food.
Aww.
That savory salmon feast is what he got. And he ate it all. And when I walked over there, he just ran away and doesn't come back. So I think he's terrified of humans. But that might be my cat once I get that guy in here.
Wild cats are not fun.
Yeah. He probably is scared. It's going to take him a while.
Yeah.
He had to,
My whole
be in his
goal
own
is to make a
terms.
YouTube video called, Brutally Savaged Outdoor Cat Finds Love with some guy. I don't know. I'll think of a better title before I upload.
My cat's like 17 now.
Yeah.
And I had her off the Prozac for a while in the spring. But then she started drawing blood again. Just biting.
Like in her notebook?
No, on me, on my body.
Oh.
Biting me.
You meant she had a little cat diary.
Tripping me. So now she cuddles with me on the Prozac. But then the other night she's cuddling, and all of a sudden she bites me in the chin. But she does these little love bites where they're not like blood drawn, but they're hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a psychopath. But
you don't want Emma.
I do love her.
Emma's a cutie, but she has issues.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough getting a cat because obviously, I made a decision already. I'm taking what I get. I'm not going to be specific and picky because I think that, for me at least, would be inappropriately. Okay, but, well, let me be honest. I want the cutest cat ever. I know I'm not going to get that because I'm probably going to get a cat that needs to be rescued.
Well, there's a lot of really beautiful ones that need rescue.
I know, but it's going to be weird. I don't want to be the guy that goes to the orphanage and picks out the attractive kid.
Orphanage.
No, but that's what it feels like. I'm going there and there's all these needy kids and I'm like, where's the good one? I'll take that one home. Even though I want to have the cutest cat, but I guess I'll take whatever cat I get.
Have you ever had a cat?
I have not had a cat except for when we were kids, we did have a cat, but that wasn't necessarily my cat, but it was a family cat.
Okay. So what makes you want to have a cat now?
Because I'm lonely and I have nothing to love me.
Get a dog.
Oh.
I've taken care of a couple of friends' cats and I love them. And I just, it is because I'm lonely and I just want to have some company.
Yeah, well, that's why I got my cat.
That's why I got
I was lonely.
dogs again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so lonely. So I wanted to bring up this story that I thought of the other day, and I just started laughing at myself thinking of it. Sarah, do you remember when we were on the phone 10, 15 years ago, and you were telling me how you Lysol the furniture?
Oh, yes.
And I thought you said pine saw,
Yes.
and I didn't
Very different.
I didn't understand how you would pine saw the furniture, and I was on the floor cracking up.
Okay, because when you have certain people over, they have a certain scent to them, and I don't want their scent staying on my furniture. So when they leave, depending on that person, I Lysol my furniture.
I think that's great, but I think you're not getting to the bottom of what is that scent.
Well, it's not me.
I know, but I mean, if somebody came over that smelled weird, eventually I'd have to go like, it's time for me to be a man and confront them about their weird smell instead of just disinfecting my house.
I
when they come over. And how excited were you with the invention of Febreze? Because Febreze will do the same thing, but won't leave the Lysol scent behind.
Well, Lysol kills germs too.
Yeah, good point.
So, I mean, yeah.
She does love the Lysol. I'll have to say that after camping and you bringing your Lysol.
What?
When you brought all your
Lysol, the bug spray.
Camping,
yeah.
I wonder if I have a feeling if you just got one of those squeeze bottles and filled it up with rubbing alcohol, that would do the same thing that Lysol does.
Probably.
It would dry things out, though.
I'm sure it will.
You could just mist because rubbing alcohol evaporates so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's what I used to do.
Why don't you and your husband have? You can tell him I said this. Okay, this. I'm building this up. It's not gonna be that great, but maybe the next good investment would be a company couch. Like that's where company sits.
Yeah.
And you just leave a bunch of stuff on your couch when they come over, so they're forced to sit on the company couch. And then it like folds into like a James Bond like trap door in the floor after they leave, and it's disinfected.
No, you haven't had guests for 7 months. You've had time to think about this.
How about this? You get one of those. You know how they have those sprinkler things outside in the hot sun, like in Palm Springs, that mist the outdoor patio. You have one of those over your front door, but it's got like deodorizer in it.
Okay.
Reminds me of
what
the
do they
genocide.
smell like?
Is it like body odor?
It's like
I know who
ass.
You're speaking of.
Like what?
Ass. I mean,
somebody needs to tell those people that they smell because sometimes people don't know.
Women don't do that.
We don't tell them.
No.
You have to. That's rude. Like if you have bad breath and no one tells you,
they have to know.
Like the best thing they could do is go, hey,
How can you not know you smell?
I don't know. It seems like that would be a friendship deal breaker.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna say that because I know this person.
Maybe I have no idea how to approach this because I'm a big talker when it comes to giving advice, but I wouldn't want to confront my friends.
Yeah.
I would just constantly tell them I'm not home.
See?
Be like, I could tell you're home. I just looked in the window. I'm like, that wasn't me. That's
Right.
my holographic security system.
I have been during this pandemic learning how to cook, and I made tacos this week, first time. Now the meat,
Okay.
I don't like touching raw meat, so
Okay.
I wore medical gloves. Sarah, shut up. And I made manwich. What else did I make? Spaghetti.
Did you make it right this time? Why don't you tell Mike how you made it the first time you tried?
I never made it the first time. Dumb fuck.
No, because you made manwich without the meat.
I thought the meat was in the can.
Oh, I would do that too. I would do that too.
Oh
And by the way, I didn't know that fucking. Again, sorry. I didn't know that stuff was even still in business.
Oh yeah.
Manwich is like from the 70s.
Oh, it's big.
Oh, really?
I don't see it in California ever.
Oh, I don't eat it.
It's good.
Isn't it just like a supplement? Like to bulk up your meat?
It just gives it flavor.
Oh.
I don't know.
I guess. But
Because do you remember Hamburger Helper?
yeah. My mom lived on that when she was pregnant.
But it was just like this bullshit fluff. Like so you could use less meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't
true.
better. It didn't help.
No.
But I successfully made that. I ordered a new air fryer because I'm done with mine. This one's an upgrade.
Nice.
And yeah. So I'm learning to cook here, saving some
That's
money.
good.
I like that. We're in the same boat with that, even though I'm back and forth on fast food, regular food, and trying to cook.
I went to our old hangout the other day, Sarah.
What's that?
Perkins, the 24-hour one.
Perkins, they're still open?
Yeah, 24 hours still.
The one by me is closed.
This was Appleton.
Okay.
I went with Chris.
Okay.
Although I was home because my parents will lecture me.
See, I haven't, since this whole pandemic, I haven't been to a restaurant at all.
Wow.
I've been going out to eat about once a week.
We would like go to a fast food restaurant and we'll bring it home, like through drive-through, or we'll go to like Qdoba's or something like that and bring it home. But we would never eat in a restaurant or nothing like that.
I went out when we were in Madison. We went out for Mexican and margaritas, and it was so nice.
I've only been to 2 restaurants. I'm with Sarah on this. I ate at the outdoor dining at the Madonna Inn with my family, and I went out to dinner with a friend here like 2 months ago, and both times felt weird.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like I definitely shouldn't be doing this.
Well, I go with my friend, and she gets done with her meal and blows her nose, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Stop! Stop!"
As soon as you said that, I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but I'm ready on the mute button.
I went to the gas station today before here, and I just got like as you guys can see, I got some hamburger and some little tater tot things.
You got a hamburger at the gas station?
Yeah, it's called Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Wawa is?
Okay.
Do you know what a Wawa? Do you have a Wawa by you?
I do not.
Oh,
but we do have like AM, PM mini marts, and the Chevron stations have like little.
Okay.
Quick Trip has lots of food.
Okay, yeah, it's like a gas station that has like food market in it. But anyway, they had like little samples of like hot food there, and I was so tempted to have a sample, and I'm just like, no, and I'm like, I can't, not with this virus.
I finally got their chicken the other day, but I didn't think it was that good. Yeah.
I like Popeyes. Popeyes is the better.
Oh, that's funny because I've been going to Popeyes lately.
Oh, I love Popeyes.
We just got them. I've only been
I've never
once.
been until the last year or two. I've never been to Popeyes.
We didn't have one until recently.
I used to live in Florida, and we went to Popeyes all the time in Florida. It was awesome.
We got Popeyes, 2 years ago, and Chick-fil-A?
Something like that, yeah.
Like across the street from each other.
You know what Popeyes did for me, which was introduce me to something that I'm sure most people are aware of. Sorry, I can't get to the point. I just have to have this really long prelude.
That's okay.
I think biscuits suck, but I also don't like chicken, so I don't know why I go to Popeyes lately. But they put honey in the bag like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I put it on the biscuit, and it was unbelievably good. And I'm so surprised that I'm not aware of that.
I like KFC, and I put that on theirs.
I don't like honey. I never tried it with honey, actually.
It's good.
Pretty good.
Just a little bit.
I just eat it with butter.
It's funny that I never ate at Popeye's Chicken when I know the founder of Popeye's Chicken.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
You know the founder? The lady is that the lady that's on the commercials all the time?
He's dead now. No, he's dead now. It was Al Copeland, and he was a partner in the old company I worked in. I mean, he came in as a partner, and I got to know him, and he made his money with Popeye's Chicken, and I believe he lost to the company in a lawsuit, but he got to retain the rights to sell them spice. It didn't matter. He was very wealthy.
That's awesome, though.
I don't know if it's awesome or not, but I just never had been there. It always scared me whenever I saw him that he's going to go like, what do you think of Popeye's? Which he's not going to do. Hey, by the way, what do you think of Popeye's Chicken? I'm going to be like, I never ate there.
It was all right. Chick-fil-A I've been to once.
Me too.
Took my nephew for his birthday.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is good.
Nothing to write home about.
I just don't think chicken's good.
I like fried chicken.
Fried chicken, yes. Now you're talking my language. Like
I eat the skin, and like the chicken itself's like okay, but
I don't eat the skin.
Good for you.
How come? Because it grosses you out?
It's not good for you.
It's really good for you.
I love the stern way you just said that.
It's really good.
What?
I love the stern way you just said that.
You smoke cigarettes.
Like all of a sudden she was just like, it's not good for you. I'm like,
you smoke cigarettes, but you don't eat chicken skin.
Like you were a dominatrix and I hired you.
Sarah has a game for us to play.
Okay.
I do. Yeah. So this is where the paper comes in handy.
Okay.
So this
I hope
was
you don't mind that I'm writing on an iPad.
No, that's fine. Okay. So this was very hard to come up with questions. I wrote out 10 questions to ask you guys. Basically, I came to the conclusion today that I can never become a journalist because I have no idea what to even ask anymore. It's different when I'm writing for people I know, but since I don't know you, Mike, I had no idea what to even ask.
Okay.
And then
I failed
Tanya's
the first
like,
test.
What?
I failed the first test. I didn't know you at all.
Yeah, you didn't know me at all. I mean, you know each other like forever. So basically, just kind of bear with me here, and hopefully you guys know each other. Tanya just said just go with it. So, all right. So number 1, you guys would just kind of like write down, like Mike, you write down the question. Like when I ask you the question, okay, you'll get it. So how or when did you guys first start talking to one another?
So I'm putting my version of that down?
Yes, you write it down, and then Tanya's going to put down her version.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a hard one.
And I'm going to be keeping score. I mean, you don't get nothing if you win, but still.
Should I put the year? I'm just guessing. I have no idea. At least I'm not swearing like yours, because I knew the answers, but I was like freaking out.
You're the one that told me to go with it. I just wanted to ask Mike questions. So I didn't know.
Usually we play the game, but.
Alrighty. I wish I had a better answer.
I wish I had better questions, guys. you guys both ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who wants to go first? Online 2008, Tanya wrote. And Mike?
I wrote, what did I
can't
write?
even see
No
it.
idea. I guess on Facebook, or she called into the show.
All right.
Probably.
Okay. So both online.
God, I hate my answer.
But they're both right.
I like the Tanya, like the way she presented hers was much more professional game show.
Well, I did this once before, maybe. That's
But that
why.
was good. Yeah.
All right. So you both got a point. Okay, because they both matched up. So you both get a point. Okay. So this is going to be for fun. So Mike, at the time you first started talking to Tanya, did you honestly think that you would be talking to each other years later? Or did you think it was just like a one-time thing?
I feel like this is a sex question.
Do you think? I don't feel like this is a sex question at all.
A
But
dating
okay.
question.
Okay. Is it? Do you want us to keep writing them down? Or should I just tell you the answer?
Well, you can. I mean, you can tell me this answer if you want. This is just like a fun. This is just like a fun question.
There is nobody that I've met in the past at least 10 years that I had any indication I would still be talking to them 10 years from meeting them. No one. There's several people that I've met through the podcast that I had no clue I would still be in communication with them. Tanya, Diana Vandekamp, there's a bunch of people.
Okay.
I mean, good? I'm always prepared to have no friends and have, total isolation. I'm always prepared for that. It feels to me like everything is going to end and I'm going to be alone living in a one-bedroom cabin in the middle of Death Valley.
Okay.
I keep the same little circle.
Okay. So both you guys did not think that you'd be talking to each other years later.
No, in fact, I think I actually made a note that I need to not ever talk to her again.
So did
I'm pretty sure you probably did. Yeah.
I did too.
I know I did.
I need Tanya to at least sort of indicate that she got that was a joke. Not just sit there and stare.
I wrote that down for myself. Don't talk to yourself.
Okay, so I need you to both write this question, the answer down for this one though.
All right.
What is each other's favorite sports team? So what's Tanya's favorite sports team? And Tanya, what is Mike's favorite sports team?
Wow.
Now, I know you guys kind of do like a podcast, like every Friday night, you guys sit in on some podcast type thing. So you might know each other a little bit that way too.
God, it seems like I should know the answer to this.
It was on Getting Zitty quite a bit.
Ugh. Okay, I know I'm reaching, but and this is definitely not it, but it's all I can think of. Jesus.
And you're Tanya, you're writing down what yours is, right?
Yes.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Don't you guys have a football team out there?
Yeah. I'm writing down his favorite team, right?
But you have to write down your answer.
Mine?
So it matches up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm fascinated to learn what my favorite team is.
Me too.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
This is my pathetic attempt. I wrote down the Wisconsin Badgers.
Oh,
okay.
I don't even know if that's a team.
It is.
Okay.
Big team. My team's the Dallas Cowboys. And Mike has no sports team.
Okay, God dang it. I cannot believe that. I should have known it.
At least put the Packers.
I was going to put the Packers, but I couldn't remember the name of that team.
And Mike, am I safe to assume you do not have a favorite sports team?
You would be correct.
Okay.
But if I had to pick one, I would go with 80s San Diego Chargers.
Okay.
Because I like those cool, like vintage. Maybe that wasn't even 80s. That I like the baby blue uniforms with the white helmets. I thought those were pretty cool.
They still wear those once in a while.
But it was cooler. It was cooler back then.
Yeah.
I don't seem very manly that I have no favorite sports team, and then the one I like are the powder blue like Chargers uniforms. But I like to see guys in powder blue kicking the shit out of each other. There, I'm a man again.
Okay, number 4. Okay, I think we already covered this one, kind of. Mike, does Tanya have any pets? If so, what does she have?
I know she's got an older cat. I know she had 3 chihuahuas at some point in time. I believe one of them died. Am I close? And I believe she keeps a human captive in a spare room.
Tanya?
I did have 2 chihuahuas that died. And my mom lives next door. She had a chihuahua that died. Same time almost. But I have 2 dogs, which are being very good right now.
Didn't you just say you had an elderly cat a few minutes ago?
I do have an elderly cat, and I have a turtle.
Oh, I knew that. I knew about the turtle.
Yeah.
Should we give it to him?
No.
No?
No, it's going to conflict with my cat, my new cat.
Okay. Tanya, does Mike have any pets? If so, what is it?
No.
Mike?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Okay, Mike, what does Tanya like to do for fun?
I would say probably, if I were being serious, I would say she probably has an extensive scrapbook of Bret Michaels photos. And I would think, what does she do for fun? Well, I know maybe she gets just sheer unbridled enjoyment by looking out the window at her unused van as her brother is trying to move stuff in a rental. Since she won't loan her van to her brother.
I did once.
I don't know. What do you do for fun, Tanya?
A lot of stuff. Arts and crafts. Puzzles.
I was on to that.
Puzzles.
You do scrapping.
I used to do scrapbooking.
Yeah.
Used to go to concerts.
Yeah. Back in the good old days when we could go to concerts.
Movies.
Hey, can I ask you, when you buy a concert ticket, how do you get wheelchair access? Like, would you have to? Do you need to let them know?
Sometimes.
Or when you show up to a venue, is it just wheelchair area?
It depends where you go.
Yeah.
And the last big concert I went to, we were literally in the back of the venue.
Oh man, was it a theater that they couldn't retrofit for wheelchairs? Is that why?
No, they've done it before, and they were blowing up the building right after this, so it was a big concert. And I'd just been there a month ago and had way better seats.
Wow.
So it was very disappointing.
Sarah, what do you do for fun? You're muted. You're muted. There you go.
Okay. I like to go to baseball games, spend time with family and friends. I used to like to go to bands around here, listen to music and stuff. But
how did you come to, or were you just born with the appreciating family and friends?
I was just kind of raised with that, with that, I don't know, mentality, family and friends come first. And
yeah, it took me a long time to have gratitude for that kind of stuff. I just took it for granted.
Yeah, no, family means everything to me. So does friends. And, I try to spend as much time as I could with them, but, notice, you can't, but it means everything to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you think it's a Midwest thing too, more so than other places?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I moved down in Florida for a while, for about 2 years, and I did notice that a lot of people in Florida didn't really spend that much time with their friends or family. But maybe, I don't know, but I mean, it wasn't my friends or family down there, so maybe it was a little bit different that way. I don't know.
Can I ask both of you ladies, both of you Wisconsinites, how do you think you would be different if you were like 17 or 18 and you moved to California in the 60s? Do you think it would have been out of control?
I would be a hippie.
I don't know. I was a pretty good teenager, but after that,
I feels like when you grow up somewhere that has a really, really chilly and really, really cold outside in the winter times, and it kind of does have a little bit more focus, and I think part of it is due to the weather.
You're stuck
frankly
inside.
You're inside with people. I just wonder what the differentiating factor would be if all of a sudden you got led into this place that was just warm and sunny and filled with drugs and blah blah free, just all this stuff. I think people that live in cold environments have more focus because you're inside. It's hard to have focus when you live in San Diego or Los Angeles, because
yes.
it's winter time right now and the sun is shining and it's probably 70 degrees out.
Oh my gosh.
It's so easy just to go, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to walk up in the hills and hang out. I'm going to do this. Whereas if it were windy and chilly outside, it feels like I would be forced to get more work done and spend time making my family relationships work more.
Our summers are nuts because it's like 3 months we got to fit into whatever we want to do outside.
Yeah.
But I think it makes us appreciate it more. I mean, I love summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sarah doesn't.
Is there ever a time where you just freak out and go, I hate the snow. I need to get out of here?
Every year.
All the time.
Yeah. So Sarah, you don't like the summer?
She didn't like Florida.
Florida was way too hot. I mean, you would just go outside and just like gasp for air. It was
that's
terrible.
Humidity more so than heat, right?
Yeah. But
humidity is miserable.
Yeah, but I don't know. I prefer like the spring or the fall. But snow-wise, to answer your question, the snow is beautiful. I love the snow, but I hate driving it. I do not drive in snow. And it terrifies me when I know my family has to drive in snow.
Yeah. Does everyone out there get winter tires?
No. You regular tires. And I have like high
But you're
anxiety.
aware of winter tires, right?
Yeah.
They make everything 80% better in the snow.
You need money for it.
Oh.
So it's
you need
a set of tires for winter. Then you need a set of tires for like spring and summer. It's like, we can't afford that stuff. Yeah. So we just have, use the same tires all year round.
It's usually good enough.
Do you like Pepsi more than Coke?
Coke has an aftertaste to it.
I feel the same way about
Coke,
Pepsi.
Much better.
Oh, really?
I feel the opposite.
Gross.
I think Coke is great and Pepsi's disgusting.
Yes, definitely. Is that all the questions you had?
Oh, no, I have more.
Oh.
Ginger ale's pretty good.
Ginger ale is good, especially if you have a stomach ache. Yeah. Okay. In general, what would be Mike's favorite podcast that he has ever done?
That he has ever done?
Yes.
Probably say the AD. Just because you don't prepare for it and you just do it.
I don't know. Is questions to be taken literally?
I guess.
Because my favorite podcast that I've ever been on is the Dana Gould Hour.
Okay.
I love the AD, by the way. I mean, we've been doing that podcast for 10 friggin' years, and I'm enthusiastic. I lost my enthusiasm for a couple of years a while back.
Yeah.
And it is completely back, and I enjoy getting together with those guys. I think the show is better than it used to be, and I don't know how we've been doing it for 10 years, and we've only had 2 or 3 fights.
Well, it's like Sarah and I, you would not see that person regularly otherwise.
Yeah.
It makes you see that person and have that relationship. So.
Yep. Yeah.
So you guys have known each other like since grade school.
Middle school.
Junior high.
School. And you just stayed in touch.
I have friends from first grade on.
Wow. See, that seems to me to be a Midwest thing.
A lot of my friends I've known
not West.
30 years.
Yeah.
At least. We have a lot of my close friends are, it's so hard to trust people nowadays. It really is. And it's like, I have other friends, but my close friends are friends I have back in middle school or high school.
But if you find it hard to trust new people, what makes you think you can trust the old people? Because new people now would think that those people that you trust are not to be trusted.
Repeat that.
You're saying it's so hard to trust people now, but the people you grew up with, you can trust them. Is it just because of the time spent with them? Or is it because you think that was a better group of people that were more trustworthy? Because if I just met your friends of 30 years, I'd be like, I don't know if I trust these guys.
I think it's just the time that you spent with them, how you know them, they know you, you know them, you know their families, you know everything about them for the most part. You know how they are.
But you know, and you know what happens. The sad part about this is, I agree with you, by the way, but then again, the truth of the matter is that you could know someone for 30 years and find out they were a serial killer,
right?
And be like, I had no idea. I don't like that. I don't like that aspect of life one bit, that my gauge of somebody's character is so far off.
Well, you can never really trust anyone completely.
People are complicated.
They really are. Yeah. But I mean, having friends that date back as long as they do makes you have more of a better trust system with them. I think
Sarah fucks up. When Sarah fucks up, I tell her she's a fuck up.
Yeah, you can tell each other what you think, and they won't take it.
She hasn't fucked up for years and years.
But what did you do that Tanya decided to judge you over?
Tanya likes to judge. So what did I do?
I don't even know, but we have that kind of relationship.
It's like one person does something wrong and the other person doesn't agree with it. So we tell each other.
But like, what do you guys do that's wrong? That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, is it something
we've known each other forever?
Or is it something that makes the other person jealous? Or is it something that's
just like
insulting?
Relationships, and
it's just something we don't agree with
friends.
Or
like, hey, you guys can thank me later when I become a serial killer, and that clip of me talking about serial killers.
Oh, I thought you were going to be a therapist.
To make your podcast huge.
Okay.
Like, you go through your teens and 20s and you're dickheads to each other. Really?
I didn't know girls did that as much as guys do.
Oh, girls do it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just petty crap. You're mean to each other.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And the talking trash behind people's backs, and the drinking didn't help.
We drank a lot in our day.
We drank a lot.
Have you noticed when you've become adults that the gossiping doesn't sit so easy with you? I mean, it kind of feels dirty.
Don't do it as much.
Yeah, we don't really gossip. I don't have no intention to.
Hang around in groups all the time, and it's not like that anymore. It's more of an individual relationship. Like, I'll say,
is that your mask hanging on the door handle, Tanya?
That's a bag.
Oh.
It'd be better if it was a mask.
My masks are hanging on the.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say your mask.
Oh, you have like a mask rack. That's the best.
Well, that's actually a clothes rack, but I wanted to point it out. They're masks and not bras.
Okay.
I didn't know. If,
Yeah,
I didn't want you thinking they were a bra. So they're masks.
You didn't want me knowing that you have breasts and you contain them within the confines of a bra. That's too personal.
Do you have more questions?
Last question. If you were able to be in one state at this point, like one state, without minus the virus and the whole drama going on in the country, what state will that be in right now?
Oh my gosh, that's hard.
To visit or to live?
Yeah.
Either or.
I got to say that I don't have any plans, even though I talk about it, but there's no place I'd rather be than California.
Oh.
But I would like to visit a lot of places. I mean, I'd like to go spend time in Montana. I want to go back to New Orleans. I want to go back to Texas. I want to go back to New York. I want to go back to Chicago. But I don't want to be anywhere else but California. Now, granted, I might flip out and change my mind because the traffic is so intolerable. But other than that, I like it here. I like it. I like the entire coast. And I like the deserts in California.
I'd probably pick Oceanside to visit. There's so many places I want to go back to.
Yeah.
Sarah doesn't travel.
Why not, Sarah?
I don't go on plane. They freak me out.
But have you been on a plane?
Yeah. It freaks me out.
You decided never again? So if you guys decide to
never again.
You're going to drive?
Yeah.
I ain't driving.
Would you take a train?
Well, then I'm not going with you. I'll take a train.
Yeah.
But I won't go in a plane. Unless it's an emergency, then I'll go to California. I mean, on a plane. But
to save the world?
I can't do a plane. Yeah.
I'd rather be on a plane.
I can't do planes. I can't. But Mike, have you ever been to Wisconsin?
I have not. Not.
You should. You could go snowboarding right now.
Okay.
Like skateboarding.
I'm coming.
The hot tub's out there, but there's no water in it. And
oh my God.
It doesn't work.
I just remember that we all did a hot tub together.
Yes, and it was disgusting. The hot tub was so gross. It was like lukewarm, Sarah.
I know.
There were wrappers in there that looked like condoms.
Why?
Because we wanted to do a podcast.
Why was there condoms in the hot tub?
Well, there was wrappers. It looked like it was gross.
Yeah. I think the lukewarm part was the worst part.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're going to ask about birthdays?
Oh yeah. Mike, when is Tanya's birthday? I don't need the year. I just need the month and the day.
I gotta be honest. Why would I know that?
You should know it.
I should?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Is it April? Is it April 21st?
That's my brother's birthday, actually.
But you're close.
24th.
Oh my God!
After yours.
You're right. I should know that.
And Sarah's is the 23rd too.
Wow, April 23rd? Holy moly!
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
I've never met another person that had the same birthday as me.
No?
No, I haven't.
We have different years though, but we have the same.
Quit bragging.
Yeah.
Quit bragging. I know.
81.
Oh my God. Dang. I feel
Good
so
year.
old.
Good
I feel
year.
so old.
I'm a year and 1 day older than you.
Yeah.
81. I think I was about to go into high school.
Oh my gosh.
See, you don't look that old.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I
Right here.
turned 40 last April.
No, we all have gray hair.
Congratulations. You know what I found that's very disturbing? And it's not
Gray
going where you
pubes?
think it's going. No. I'm sure there's gray pubes, but I found a long gray eyebrow hair.
Oh, that's the worst.
First
Really?
time
Oh
ever.
my
It wasn't really long, but I was like, what the I thought there was something on my I was
Long
like
enough.
brushing it thinking it was dust, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like a bright gray hair. This is horrid.
Well, at least you didn't get it. Like, it wasn't like an ear hair,
Yeah.
Oh,
you know?
her nose.
The problem with the gray hair to me is not the gray part. It's the gray hair is much more unruly than the other hair, because anytime there's a hair poking me in the eye, it's always a gray. I mean, it seems to grow differently. I don't know if that's true or not. It seems that way to me, though.
Probably. Sarah likes to tell me when I have a gray hair.
Yeah.
I tell everyone when they have gray hair. Yeah.
How come?
Some of our friends have really
I don't
gray
know.
hair. And they're much
I
younger
just
than
do.
us.
I just do.
I only have like 4 gray pubes, FYI, in case someone brought that up.
Oh, thanks for sharing.
No, but I can see them. They're very specific.
Sarah and I are brutally honest.
Okay.
And we would be married if we were gay. And
I am married, but
Sarah
I
was
didn't
gay
know what you're talking about.
for one moment at her wedding,
yeah.
and you missed your opportunity.
And she didn't have a husband. That was my brother's best friend. Yeah, we'd be perfect for each other.
We're basically one person.
We're the same person.
Yeah.
She's a little bitchier, I'd say. But outside of that.
Tanya has to go in for the insult after the sweetness.
It's the truth.
We would be married. She's a little bitchier.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit
you guys would have, but I can already see where the fight would start. Tanya would be like, "Why do you Lysol the couch every time I get off of it?" And Sarah would be like, "No reason."
Okay, because you can fucking smell, bitch.
We're both clean freaks, and Sarah lived with one of our friends who was not so messy, who was messier. So that was hard for her. Because Sarah's like ADD about it.
I love that Sarah does that thing and Tanya just keeps on talking.
She doesn't listen to the show. Nobody does.
No one knows what this means.
We have 7 listeners, legit. 7.
Good.
You never know.
7 high quality listeners. I like it.
One is me. Because I listen. Because I think I'm funny.
Tanya, you are funny, and that doesn't count as a listener if you listen to your own show.
Why?
It's like if you put something on Etsy and buy it yourself. That doesn't count as a sale.
I'm going to start doing that. So, Mike, I have a really important question.
All right.
Who do you like more, Anderson or Tai Tai? It's got to be Anderson, right?
There is not. That is not an important question.
Got to be Anderson.
That's not a realistic question. Who do I like more? No.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to step outside of my friendship with both of those guys, who would I like more? Probably Tyler.
Mother that's got to pick what child they like more.
But I love them both. But if I were to look at it from I just met these guys, I'd be like, that one guy's fucking a nightmare. But now that I know Anderson, I love Anderson, and I really do. And I'm shocked and surprised that even after all this time, we can do things and not get on each other's nerves. Like we took a road trip to Death Valley, and it was just smooth sailing the whole time. And I would not have ever expected that I would have been comfortable sitting in the car with a man for like 30 hours.
That would be me and Sarah.
We spent like 2 days out there.
Well, we get along pretty well.
Yeah.
We don't bicker or nothing. But we don't see each other like we used to. Like, we had to be with each other every moment when we're 20.
Yeah.
Or we couldn't breathe.
True.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about celebrity deaths this year.
Okay.
So a bunch of people gave me their celebrity deaths that really impacted them.
Mm-hmm.
What would yours be?
Biggest one for me this year, I think I need to refresh myself as to who died. I'll pull up a list. But the first thing that comes to mind is John Prine.
Who's that?
He was a sort of legendary American singer-songwriter.
Okay.
And he died from COVID.
I have Kobe, definitely. Kenny Rogers. I like
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Regis. I loved Regis.
Oh, yeah. Regis.
Yeah, Regis, Alex Trebek. There was a lot of good ones. A lot of people.
Yeah, I would have to say Alex Trebek, Kenny Rogers, Eddie Van Halen shocked me.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
And then Kelly Preston shocked me as well.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that too.
Yeah. But I mean, there were so many of them.
Yeah, there were definitely. How come I can't find a decent list of celebrity deaths?
My former professor, Paul Mary, he said Little Richard.
Big one.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that he passed away. And Mike, I was telling Tanya before you came on that remember Bobby Christina, Whitney Houston's kid?
Yeah.
Her boyfriend actually passed away New Year's Day. I forgot his name, but I didn't know he passed away.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. I guess he OD'd.
Chadwick Boseman. That was a big one.
Oh, yeah, the guy from Panther.
John Lewis, Sean Connery. I had people here say Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller didn't die.
Not Ben Stiller.
His dad died.
Dad.
Oh yeah, Jerry
Stiller.
Yeah. But then half these people I didn't even hear of. Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, she just passed. I think Kobe was. There's quite a bit of shocking ones, but
forgot about Kobe.
That happened the weekend I put my dog down, and I was such a big Kobe fan growing up, and it came on the TV. And people started calling me like it was a family member or something. And they're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, just in shock.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, I can't find a comprehensive list, but I forgot about Sean Connery.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Eddie Van Halen. I mean, there.
Yeah.
That has to be, to me, the biggest one. I mean, the John Prine one broke my heart, but Van Halen died. Jesus.
Especially the younger people. It's just
wow.
Okay.
Another one for me was Scriggy from David Lander. The guy Scriggy on the
David
Vern
Lander.
and Shirley.
Yeah.
I grew up with the Vern and Shirley.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Charlie Pride, Chuck Yeager.
Kirk Douglas died. Danielle said Terry Jones, Monty Python, I guess. I've never seen that.
You've never seen Monty Python?
I don't think so.
Tanya.
No.
Wow. I wish there was. Let's see here. Yeah, Sean Connery. Forgot about that. Wow. Holy smokes.
His voice is just legendary.
Yep. A lot of good songwriters. Billy Joe Shaver died.
Oh, that girl died.
Pierre Cardin died a couple days ago.
Who?
Pierre Cardin.
Who's that?
Famous designer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every episode we have like a category. We start out about deaths, who's knocked up, who had a baby.
Who's knocked up? Let's talk about that.
Nobody currently that I could find. People with COVID. Yeah. Dr. Drew, is he like surviving?
Yep. I haven't talked to him since he called me to say he was sick and he thinks he has COVID.
Oh. Yeah, I see him all over the place.
Yeah, someone told me yesterday he's talking about it a lot.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what? I wonder if if not just celebrity deaths, but notable deaths. I guess that would be celebrities. I wonder if it's the same every year. We just, at the end of the year, you just go like, wow, I can't believe
Yeah. You
that many
forget.
people died this year.
Yeah.
Some years it's much more impactful. I think a lot more people are affected by a Prince or a David Bowie. I think the year has been so rough that when Eddie Van Halen died, it didn't have the impact that everyone thought it should. I mean, that I thought it should. Like David Bowie kind of floored people, and then Prince, people were like, "What? Prince is dead?"
Petty.
Yeah.
Like I remember when Michael Jackson kicked.
Petty.
Yeah.
I remember that day. I remember them going, "How is that possible?" And then you learn the back history, and you're like, "Oh, now I see."
Right. I think it depends what time of year too. Like that one year, it was like all right before the new year. The lady from Star Wars.
Yeah,
Prince,
Carrie Fisher, Debbie Reynolds.
It was all the end of the year.
Yeah.
So you really remember it then.
I drove by your house so many times, and it weirds me out, like driving by it now, going, "Oh, they're gone."
Yeah.
Like they're gone. You know, I drive by Eddie Van Halen's house all the time, and it's weird going. He's not alive anymore.
Did you ever meet him?
No. Oh yeah, I met him a bunch of times, but not outside of his house. But I mean, there's still signs on his gate, you know, that like he has good property that goes down to Coldwater Canyon, and that's his gate. And it's just a fence, but there's still Van Halen, like "We miss you" signs all over the fence. I think they're going to leave him.
Mike gave us the address to Mr. Georgie Porgy's house, George Clooney. And about a year later, he said, "Yeah, I don't think that was his house."
It was.
I took a picture at the gate.
Yeah, it was, because I tell you I saw his parents outside the gate with the kids? Yeah. I was coming off the trail going for a hike, and I had just seen them this morning on Letterman's Netflix show. This is like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I knew who his parents were, which I had no idea before. And they were pushing a double stroller up the street going to that gate. And I crossed paths with them and said hi. And I almost wanted to go like, "I just watched you guys on Letterman's on Netflix show like 2 out 4.
I'd be like, "Hi, Nick and Nina Clooney."
Yeah, no, that was definitely his house, because I mean I knew it was his house, but I
would
wasn't
just camp out there and try to get a job.
A job as
I'd watch the kids. I'd watch the kids.
You could be a security.
Nanny. Yeah, security. I was gonna go over the fence. It was only 6 feet high at the most, but I didn't want to get arrested.
Well, I sent you pictures like when he had Hillary Clinton over, right?
No.
Didn't I? Oh, because
I heard about it.
Yeah, they had a crane in the street, and they craned a tent and air conditioners onto the tennis court, which is right on the street, and that's where they had the party for her, was on the tennis court, instead of letting everyone in the house, which is funny.
It's so weird, because when I was a kid, I liked George before ER. I didn't know his name. I called him Booker because he was Booker on Roseanne. And I grew up with Roseanne and all these shows he was on, and I liked him. And we'd pretend, my friend and I, he was Booker, and then he's on Sisters, which I loved, and then ER. And mind you, I'm in 8th grade at the time. And it's so weird that he became this huge star that's friends with Obama and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Although I watched his movie on Christmas, his Netflix movie, Midnight Sky, I think. It's a bit odd. A lot of his movies are a bit odd.
I think he makes great movies. I mean,
they're over my head.
I'm trying to think of an example. Good Night and Good Luck, or what was that movie?
That was good.
That what it was?
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
A lot of them, they make you think, like...
Three Kings was... Did he direct Three Kings? That was good. I don't know. I don't think he directed it, actually.
Perfect Storm, I just watched this last year.
Yeah.
Again, and I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot better than I remember.
Yeah, he's a good director.
Yeah. I think he should give me a job.
I think I'm going to refrain from what I was going to say.
Oh boy.
Keep this podcast pure.
Pure, like us. Don't laugh. Sarah. Do you like being called a boomer, Mike? You're not a boomer, right?
I don't even know what that means.
You're not a boomer.
I really don't. Baby boomer. If boomer is short for baby boomer.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old, but I don't think I'm that old. I think boomers are. Well, maybe I am, but I thought
my parents are boomers.
I thought boomers were people that were children of people who came out of the Second World War. Am I wrong about that? Am I totally wrong?
People born between 1946 to 1964.
So I'm not a boomer then.
I've been called a boomer.
Yeah. What is the insult that corresponds to being called a boomer?
That you're naive, you're dumb.
Oh. Are you sure? Jesus, that's worse than I thought. Oh my God.
Why do people just assume that? I don't get it.
Because people are idiots. But my nephew, he's 17, he called me a boomer because I asked him what the text message reference was. He said MHM. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he sends me a text that I asked him that before. And he said, you're a boomer. Go drink or something. And I said, what? Are you on crack? And he sends me the screenshot that I already asked him that question once before. He goes, you're a dumbass. An absolute dumbass. Are you on crack? Because I want some. And I said, you could just say thank you. And he said, that's no fun. We had this conversation. Now, what does this all mean?
Somehow buried in all of this is a great irony that young people are trying to insult old people by calling them boomer in reference to saying they're stupid.
Exactly.
As anybody that's older knows, there's never a time in your life where you're more stupid than when you're 17.
Exactly,
You're
especially
more full
a boy.
of shit. You're just a phony ass dumb fuck kid. You're a know-it-all. And you think you have the answers to everything. And then when you turn 30, 40, 50, you're kind of like, God, was I that embarrassing?
Well, I always said his only hope in life was to be a comedian because he's not appropriate.
You should, I don't know. Comedian takes a lot of work and a lot of brains.
I know, and he can't even get through school, and it's online.
I'm sure he appreciates this conversation.
Love you, Darius, but you're kind of lazy.
Oh, you guys, I have to pee.
Okay. Well, I think we covered everything anyways.
We're basically done, yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate this.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate this.
It was my pleasure. This was fun. This was nice.
It was nice.
Now you can be our 8th listener.
I was just going to spend the whole time just relentlessly flirting with Sarah, and I didn't do it to be a gentleman. It was nice.
Well, thank you. But thank you for wanting to flirt with me.
We didn't even talk about our name.
I should have told you. I used to have a crush on you.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel great.
Before she was gay and before she got married.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the longest time.
Carano.
Yeah, that's one reason why I was so nervous with you coming on here today. Nice to because I still think of you, even though I'm nervous. Yeah, married. See, it's just messed up.
I'm glad I killed it with this podcast.
But anyway.
We did not say the name of our show once.
I did at the beginning.
Did you? PIC?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Partners in Crime, but someone already had that.
Yeah. But I'm friends with you on Facebook.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we've been friends for a long time.
Oh, I don't really look at it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But, yeah. Just so you know.
But I'll look at it until I
Forget.
because there's a chance I'm gonna close my Facebook account very soon.
Oh,
I
okay.
say that
But we can be friends somewhere. I'll stay on Instagram.
I don't have Instagram.
She doesn't have the
But,
gram
I don't have anything.
or the tweeter.
No.
Okay. Well, you have my
But-
email now.
Yeah, I can get it from Tanya. So, but it was nice meeting you. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for coming
It was a
on.
pleasure meeting you as well, and thank you guys for having me on your podcast. I appreciate it.
So
You're more welcome.
this is
April.
PIC number. What is it, Sarah?
A3.
Zero
I can't
A3.
believe
That's not
that
zero.
April 22nd, Tanya, is that you?
4th.
4th, and then you're the 23rd. This is so
Yep.
weird.
I know.
This is so
Our
weird.
mom's got something right.
But isn't this bizarre? Like, what are the odds that 3 people would have so close to having the same birth date?
Mhm.
That is very weird.
My
Yeah.
brother and I are 2 days and 2 years apart.
That's weird.
I
Yeah.
was almost born on his birthday.
Wow.
So April's a popular month. It's the
I'd like
best
to
month.
find out, not being a woman, obviously, I can't speak to this, but I wonder how much, okay, this is such a stupid question, but I wonder how much control you have over, like, keeping the baby in. Like, if you're like, no, tomorrow's the birth date, and you're just like, I'm not letting it out.
I don't think you have much
I
control.
don't think you do
Yeah,
either,
I
now
don't
that I
think
think
you
about
do.
it. I don't think you do either. You're right.
I was 3 weeks late and my mom was pissed.
Late?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't hear about that often.
Well,
I
today
hear
they
about
didn't
early often.
induce, but not back then.
Okay, at the beginning of this podcast, we started off by talking about pee, and I'm sorry, I have to pee so bad that either
You're an old man. We understand.
You gonna go pee in a shower?
I would
you know what? I'm just not going to pee.
just hold it
For
in
that
like you
comment.
do with a baby.
I'm gonna hold it in, or else I'm just gonna pee in my pants and live with it.
Just like a baby. All
I
right.
am a baby.
Wow.
Okay, just for the record, I am an old man, but I've had 2 of these large containers full of coffee since 9 o'clock this morning.
You should choose caffeine
And-
gum.
I've almost finished this large container of water.
I am so addicted to the caffeine gum.
I haven't tried it.
It sucks. Don't
It's
waste your time.
expensive.
It's stupid.
So
It
expensive.
doesn't work.
$40 for a box.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
it probably
doesn't work.
has an ill effect on your gums.
So far, not. I've been doing it 2 years, but
How come you just don't drink coffee?
I don't like the taste.
Hmm.
Same with beer. Like everyone loves beer, and I just
Yeah, I don't
It's
like the taste of beer
disgusting.
either.
No, me neither.
my dad, he loves his beer. He's got 2 refrigerators for his beer.
I liked one cold beer, like with food and stuff, but other than that, I never thought it was great tasting.
It looks good when it's cold and it's hot out.
Yeah, like
But-
margaritas tasted good.
Oh. But I haven't drank this much in 10 years since the pandemic.
So you're boozing it up during a sicky time?
I limit myself to 2 drinks a week and 1 night a week. Otherwise, it gets bad.
I don't even. Okay.
So I only drink 1 night a week, and I only have 2 drinks.
Hi.
That's unbelievable.
I don't even drink. Hi.
That is plenty for me. Otherwise, I'll keep drinking.
That's unbelievable
What?
that
Why
you can
is
do
it-
that.
I have some self-control.
I don't.
After 2, I don't.
I don't think I've ever had 2 drinks in my life.
You just had 10?
I've never. I don't know. I mean, I haven't drank for 9 years, but
Right.
I don't think I ever had 1 or 2 drinks ever in a day. I think I always never stopped.
I never drank at home. Like, I considered that an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
now
am
you
an
kind of
alcoholic.
have to.
Congratulations.
Now you kind of have to drink at home. So
Yeah.
hard. But once I got the dogs, I got some structure back in my life. So that helped a lot.
That's why I'm putting everything on my newfound love of a cat that doesn't exist yet. Or maybe it does exist, but I haven't taken, I don't want to say ownership. My new cat roommate is going to change my entire life.
They do.
Well, good luck with that. I hope everything goes good for you and your new cat.
It will. So might I suggest that you guys take a train out here next summer and we'll do another podcast from the jacuzzi.
I would love to. It's been 4 years since I've been out there.
Okay. Well,
I'm
an old man and I'm going to wet my pants.
You go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for having me on your show.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
All right, Sarah, this is episode again. I think it's 083.
I think it's just 83. I don't know.
You don't want the 0 on it?
I don't know. Should we put the 0 on it?
I thought we originally did.
Well, I don't know. Should we just make it 083 now? I think if not, then we just do it A03. I don't know.
I think I logged it A0, whatever.
I don't know. Just do whatever. I don't know.
We don't know nothing. I'm going to stop the recording. Thanks for listening, guys, to your bonus.
Thank you, guys.
show. And
guys, take care. Be safe.
Happy New Year. And,
Peace out, yo.
Peace out, Leo. Word to your mother.